What's going on, guys? So I think it's time for us to, just before kickoff of France Senegal, let's spend a little time and talk about Marcus Rashford. Just recorded 12 minutes of video. Unfortunately, the mic was not in good condition. Okay, guys, there is no more time to waste. We have to speak about Marcus Rashford's situation. Bad audio quality, had to re record. Okay, let's jump straight into this. What do we have? So basically, Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford. So the situation is next. Barcelona refused to activate the option to buy him for 30 million, and today was the last day for them to do that. Apparently, obviously, they're not planning to do that. They're not doing it. And instead of this, they signed Gordon, right? We already know that. And what does it mean? So Rashford basically right now he's playing for England World Cup, and when it's gonna be finished, when England gonna get kicked out of the tournament, when England will finish their performance at this tournament, he has to go back to Carrington. Let's say the only way for him not to go to Carrington is that if a club, someone else, other club will sign him on a permanent deal, because Manchester United said that there must be no loans for Marcus Rashford. So by his buyout clause, 40 million. So I think it will be 30 slash 40 million for him this summer. Interesting situation, because right now Manchester United is targeting Matheus Fernandes from West Ham, and today I think I heard news that also they are offering a bundle deal, Somerville plus Matheus Fernandes, somewhere maybe around 120 mil for them, for both, for two players. Well, the situation is next. Why do we need Somerville? In case if we're selling Rashford, right? So basically, Rashford or Somerville will occupy the similar position on the pitch, which would be like a left wing, basically, right? And I know that a lot of fans, Manchester United, they think that it's a goodbye. It was a goodbye, and Rashford burned some bridges at Manchester United. He cannot go back anymore. Okay, so the story is over. I heard this sentiment so many times, but basically, legally and factually, it is not over actually, like, right? Because the player was loaned out. He was not bought by another, purchased permanently by another club, which means that he's still Manchester United player legally, right? And not only legally, but he's born and bred Manchester. Okay, so he's from our academy. And my vision is that also other fans, they're saying, like, you know what, we're so nostalgic, Rashi, let's take him back, everything's gonna be well, I gotta disagree with first group of fans who are saying that it's an finito. Okay, so I don't think so. I don't understand specifically why this summer we have to sign Barcola or Somerville or Njaya. Njaya, it's a great player. I think we can definitely sign him. Regardless of situation with Rashford. But why are we supposed to pay from 50 to 70 million for a new player? Let's say who hasn't played for our club, and we don't know how much time will it take for them to adapt. Will they be a success at our club? All those are question marks. And also, we'll spend money, right, on this player. So I'm asking, and then you don't even know how it's going to perform, right? So will he give us like 10 goals, 15 goals, 10 assists, maybe something like this? No idea. So my thought process here is that, okay, so if Rashford left the club at that time on a loan, right, and something was wrong, obviously everyone was able to sense it. had he did he have a conflict with someone at the club? Okay, so that's the big question. If he had a conflict with a board member, let's say executive, in this case, we have same people doing the job right now. In this case, it's going to be very complicated. It's a difficult situation. In this case, probably it's better for him not to go back, right? Because he will go back to the same conflict probably. However, if his issue was with coaching staff or with Amarim himself, in this case, Amarim is not at the club anymore. Okay, so he's not there, which means that there should be no problem. Also, in the interview with Harry Lineker in the first month when he came to Barcelona, he said that the issue was all these changes of coaches all the time, right? So he couldn't adapt. He couldn't really please the next person, and then the next person, and the next person. It was very difficult for him. Well, obviously, Rashford is the type of player who needs stability at the workplace, right, in order to perform to the top of his ability. Well, you could argue that Carrick brought certain version of this stability to the team right now into the dressing room. So my question is, if Marcus Rashford comes back to Manchester United, had a conversation with Carrick, they sit down, they discuss things, and Carrick explains to him that things have changed. Also, we appreciate you what you've done for this club, and we will actually continue paying you your wages. However, your role in the team will be different. So you start training, okay, you get your fitness up, and then eventually we're gonna put you on a bench and we're gonna, bring you here and there. We're gonna see how it goes. So if this is the approach, I think Marcus Rashford can say, you know what, let's give it a shot. Let's try, okay? Because I don't believe that there is some kind of issue and a conflict between him and a club that is irresolvable, okay? And what he offered for Barcelona, which is 8 goals, 7 assists in 32 games, where he hasn't started in each game, in every game. I think it's a pretty good stat, okay? And if he converts it to Premier League again, right? So we lost with Casemiro. We there right now in the squad, it's like minus 9 goals, right? I think Casemiro scored 9 goals, I think, last season. We need those goals. We need those 9 goals. Who's going to score them? Okay, so I know that Rashford, even coming from the bench, he can score those goals. So I think this is definitely something to think about. Okay, so let's say if we're definitely able to sign in Jaya, right? In this case, it's an upgrade, obviously, right? Because this guy, he bangs goals, right? And he's younger, he's sharper, he's faster, more explosive, more, let's say, physical. But let's say if we take going for Barcolo or Somerville, I don't want to see them at Manchester United. Okay, so I don't think Barcola can offer us anything interesting. He's just, in my opinion, very fast player. Okay, but technically he's not that gifted. Hence, he's not starting games for PSG. Somerville, haven't watched his performances. I know that he played for Netherlands in that game that they played against Japan, I think, right? Which ended in a draw, if I'm not mistaken. So let's think about it. Let's not be just too stuck in our ways and thinking that, you know what, there is no way back for Rashford. I think things changed, and there should be some kind of new approach to what's happening in this saga, in this situation. Okay, also everything that I just said, maybe it will not matter because let's say Bayern will actually purchase him, right? They will buy him during this World Cup tournament, and then that's it. He doesn't have to go to Manchester or Carrington. But something tells me that Bayern will be, you know, they will hesitate. Something tells me that they will not go for him. and he will come back to Carrington, and we'll see him with his former teammate. And I think something tells me that he's gonna play for Manchester United next season. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know, guys, what you think. Share your opinion on this situation. Do you think Marcus Rashford is able to play for Manchester United again, and or do you think that he definitely broken his good relationship with the club, and he cannot? There is no way back for him. He cannot go back. Okay, guys, so that's it. I'm already turning my attention to France-Senegal game. I think it's going to be an interesting game. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this Rashford situation. Would you take him back, or would you try to find him another club to play for? So thank you, and I'll see you later.